Hey guys, this is the second video of the day today, and it's going to be on the Ghost decks. Now, when I do test orders and try to test things on the site, I place fake orders for things, but every now and then an order forgets to get cancelled or happens to make it through the system and it gets sent to me. And I got sent the Ghost decks. Now, let me swing over and show you something else in the meantime.
Okay, now as you may or may not know, on the Illusionist blog, as well as all over the Illusionist website, we've gone ahead and made some information known. And I've already made this information known to you in some of my previous videos as well. Now, in this case, if you look on the actual blog itself, you will see that the cushions, not the cushions, but the finishes on the decks are in the process of changing. Now, for a long time, we've gone ahead and we've said that we're no longer going to be printing decks using the UV500 stock. That's due to a decision, in part, prompted by the USPC, as well as our part not wanting to allow them to take advantage of us. I'm not going to give you details or anything like that, but USPC came to us with an arrangement that just wasn't possible for us to agree with. And so we no longer made the decision to no longer print the cards using the UV500 finish. Now, this is a list of all the cards here. If you look at the blog there, it's a list of all the cards that still have the UV500. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, the only deck that we're selling that has the the air cushion finish is the Ghost deck. And this is what's prompting this video. So I'll let you take a look at that for a quick second. We're going to head back to the video so I can actually show you what's going on. But if you have any of our UV500 decks, you might want to go ahead and hang on to those. If they're still sealed, keep them sealed. Don't use them. They might become collector's editions. They might not. You never know. We've sold thousands and thousands and thousands and more thousands of these cards. So it might be like 20 or 30 years before they actually become sought after, if collectors decide that they are cards that people want to collect. So let's go ahead and stop this. We'll go back to the video.
Okay, so this is my second attempt at filming this particular segment. Now, now that you know how the Ghost decks, sorry, not just the Ghost decks, but the future for all the decks, now that you know how that's going to happen, this is about the Ghost decks in particular. What I got in the mail the other day was a bicycle Ghost deck, and it was this one here. However, I figured if I'm going to show you one, I might as well show you all the ones that I have. This one here, just so you know, the original history of the Ghost deck was that it was a card in the Black Tiger Gaff deck that everybody liked and figured, well, that would make a really good deck to print. So what we've done is we've gone ahead, we printed that as a deck, and this is what you got. This was the original bicycle Ghost deck. And you know it's the original by looking at the sides here. You've got the black, not the black, but the gray sides here. Black on the bottom. There is no barcode reveal. It's just a regular barcode. And there's nothing at the top here. It's just gray as well. If you actually open up the cards, and of course these guys are chatting up a storm again, so let me just go ahead and turn that down. There we go. Once you open up the deck, it's basically a regular Ghost deck. Let me just here fan it this way. It's just a regular Ghost deck. The one difference though is the not the Jokers. Let me go ahead and find that card. There we are. This one came with 2 Ace of Spades. Now, if you look, well, let's just turn this one up this way. There we go. Now, if you look on the one, there's basically some text down here. And that's just basically saying the Illusionist Ghost deck was printed, with Illusionist, blah, 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 come visit the website. This is like an advertising ace. This is this one's the real ace here. Now, these are the cards that came with the original Bicycle Ghost deck. That's how you can tell that you have an original Ghost. I'll just set these back here now. The second printing, that ushered in the barcode reveal that we print on all the decks now. The sides are now white with a little bit of scroll work. The top is white as well. There's a little a Queen of Hearts reveal there. The barcode reveal. UV500 airflow finish. Opening this up reveals the same deck that you'd find normally. Fans very nicely. And let's just go ahead. We've got these two advertising cards now. These are the cards that were included in place of the other ace. So this is a what you get in the second printing. The third printing, set that right back like this. The third printing, you'll notice now has the air cushion finish. Still has the barcode reveal. Is it the same one? Let's see here. 7 of Jack or 7 of diamonds, Jack or so. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same reveal down on the bottom. Air cushion finish. And another thing you'll notice is that now it's printed in Kentucky as opposed to, I think it was Connecticut, Ohio. There we go. Opening this up reveals that the cards behave no differently. They look the same. They fan nicely. And if you look, it's got the same 2 cards that the second printing have as well. Now, one thing I did notice, let me just get find the ace of spades and all of these things. One thing I did notice right away, let's get the joker actually, was the quality. Not that there's anything wrong with the quality, but there was something that I noticed pretty much immediate when I compared all the cards to each other. Let's find a joker here so that we're comparing apples to apples. Now if I hold these cards up side by side, I'm not sure if you can tell. These ones here, this one and this one, look a little on the yellow side compared to this one, which looks a little bit white. If I lean them back like that, there you go. You can see a little bit more when I lean it back like that. Okay? That's because the finish on these 2 cards actually yellows with time. And you can even see it on the backs as well. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but this is the new printing. These 2 down here are the first and second printings that I have. I don't know why, if it's a chemical reaction with air or if it's just an age-related thing, but that's how that's just how it is. So that you'll know, like people who try to say, "Oh, I've got the first edition deck." If the deck's not yellow by now, chances are they don't have the first edition deck, because even sealed in its plastic, it will still age and turn yellow that way. Fanning, all the cards fan properly, they fan nicely. There is no real issue as far as performance with these cards. They feel exactly the same to me as far as performance. Let's go ahead and fan these ones. There we go. Fans nicely. And then lastly, the air cushion finish cards. And again, these fan nicely as well. Excuse me. Okay. I will note, however, and I'm not sure if it's due to the finish or if it's just my own, if I'm just imagining this. These cards, the 2 UV 500 decks, feel just a little bit thicker. Now, I'm not sure if that's just the finish as it ages, that's what happens, or if it's my imagination, but it just feels a little stiffer. Whether the cardstock itself has changed slightly, so that maybe has something to do with it. But the decks feel similar in all aspects. So there you go. If you might want to hang on to your old Bicycle Ghost decks, whether or not people want to start collecting them or they become collector's editions, that remains to be seen. You might get a few more bucks for them than you normally would, but these decks are no longer available. If you have the old 500 UV 500 finishes, hang on to those cards because they're not being reprinted anymore. And then if you go ahead and start using these, you should have no issues with performance. Okay, so there you go, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I will do my best to answer them. Talk to you later.